Hi investors, this video is an update on Idex stock from myself, an Idex investor, and we'll go through the latest news on Idex. Very important. How is Idex performing in this market pullback? We'll compare Idex to other stocks, and we'll look at one catalyst that might send the price of Idex through the roof and might drop this coming week. And I've bought and recommended a lot of stocks on this channel, like Alpine for Technologies and the Cheesecake Factory. And to all my subscribers who bought in with me, we doubled our money. Yay, well done to us. By the way, if you want to see all my trades, which is when I buy and sell stocks, just join my free Discord group and it's the first link in the description below. And yes, it is totally free and we just chat about stocks there. And the first news of the day is that Timios has announced the expansion of its retail purchasing business. And for those who don't know, Idex is in the process of buying Timios, and actually Timios business is in real estate. And Timios makes money by obtaining real estate licenses for their customers and also closing deals. Basically, they do a lot of real estate stuff. But most importantly, Timio has booked over 60 million in annual revenues. Back to the news, Ideanomics announces the expansion of Timio's services in California with the addition of 3 new locations. And these 3 locations will be located in Santa Clarita, Lancaster, and Ventura. And Santa Clarita is the 3rd largest city by population in Los Angeles County. And collectively, these 3 cities have a population of about 500,000 people. And these 3 offices will join the existing 285 employees who work in 44 states. And the goal, guys, and that is the important part here, is that Timios is taking advantage of the high price of real estate in California, and obviously they are trying to increase their revenues as much as possible for the benefit of Idex. Which takes me to the next news. Ideanomics has confirmed the date for the next 2020 earnings, and it will be the 31st of March. And if you are a shareholder, you can actually join the earnings call and will be the second link in the description below. And if you don't want to see through an hour of earnings call, don't worry, because I'm gonna make a summary and post it on this channel. In terms of expectation though, I'm pretty sure that these earnings will be very interesting, because last time Alf Poor, the CEO, mentioned Medici Motor, and we were actually waiting for an update, probably a presentation of the new vehicles in January. It didn't happen, and actually everyone is waiting for news on this specific topic and project, and I'm just not really sure why Idex is not saying anything about it. But you can rest assured that if any news comes out on Idex, I will make a video update, because I'm a big fan of this stock. One thing that might be discussed is the amount of debt that Idex has racked up over the last few months. But the plan is for Timios to be the life and blood of Idex, because as you know, they are profitable and actually they can help Idex paying off all their short-term debt. And what about the other Idex subsidiaries? Well, I have news on them as well. Look at this. These are all the patents from Wave. And look, they are coming thick and fast, and it seems that they are unstoppable. There is almost one every week. And to be honest, I'm not an expert, but there are things like single feed multi-pad wireless charging, low voltage wireless power transfer pad. If you are a nerd and you want to know more about these patents, they're all available on Patent Guru. So in a nutshell, we see that Wave is working very hard, and they are potentially adding some revenues to the top line of the earnings call we're gonna see with Idex. Over the last week though, Idex struggled a little bit because the whole market was crashing. But is Idex doing better or worse than their competition? Let's have a look at the chart. So first of all, I wanted to have a look at the chart of Idex without comparing it to anyone else, and just to see if it's a good time to buy or not. So as you can see, we had a massive sell-off last week with a bounce back that happened just on Friday. Now, in terms of RSI, we are in the middle ground, and as you can see, it's not a positive nor a negative indication. we actually broke below the moving average, which is actually quite bearish. But what is gonna potentially happen is that we are gonna get closer to the moving average, and at the moment there is about 16% jump to get there. Another possibility would be for us to just keep falling and potentially reach $3. Now we will break above or break below based on the overall market. I don't see any other reason for this sell-off but simply the whole market being quite weak. And like I told you earlier, we have a catalyst coming up that could actually trigger the price and send it to the moon. Now I wanted to compare Idex to IRO and Solo because as you can see from this chart, they followed more or less the same pattern in the past, with a very big jump around the 20th of November to the 25th, and then a period of consolidation. And then overall, we had another peak around the 9th of February, 9 to the 10th of February, so very close, to then fall down again. So overall, as you can see, Idex is the stock that has grown the most compared to these three. If we start looking from, for example, October last year. But as we get closer, we still see that Idex is the most explosive of all, which is obviously very positive for Idex investor like myself. But if we compare Idex from the beginning of the drop, so we dropped the beauty of 28%, instead Solo dropped 30%, so very similar. IRO did not drop too much, to be honest, only 12%. So overall it seems that IRO is the most stable of these stocks, but Idex has been the stock with the highest growth year to date. And now, the time that everyone was waiting for, the catalyst that will drop this coming week. And yes, I'm talking about the sales number of the MEG subsidiary. We should have got the data last week. I'm not sure why it hasn't come through yet. Maybe there's been problems, but when that happens, normally Idex has a little jump. We'll see if that happens again in this market condition. And obviously I'll make sure to make a video update when the data comes out. And once again, if you want to know what I buy and sell stocks, just join my Discord group. First link in the description below, and it's totally free. And if you're looking for another explosive stock, how about Gevo? The video on the screen right now is a deep dive on Gevo stock, a green energy company. Do you want a great stock? So click on the video.